Hi everyone, I did a live last night and was answering some questions about home education, and one of the questions that was asked was if your partner or your ex-partner doesn't agree with home education, what can you do and how should you sort of approach that? So I'm going to answer that now, and I'll give you both the legal side of things and my personal opinion about how that should be handled. Just to clarify, the girl's dad has always been supportive of home ed. It was a joint decision, it still is, and so it's not my personal situation. But I've helped a lot of families who have been dealing with this, and I do know lots of people who have also dealt with this personally, so that's where I'm coming from with it. So the law on deregistering a child is that both parents with parental responsibility have equal say, and but it's kind of like having a joint bank account, well, with Lloyds anyway, I know. So either one of you can deregister your child without the other one's permission, and you can both also, either one of you, reapply for a school place. So that means that if it was that acrimonious thing, then you could end up with a situation where one parent deregisters without the other one knowing, the other one reapplies for a school place without the other one knowing. Like, it could be chaos. Obviously, the best way to handle this is to have a discussion about it, and to come to an agreement together. However, there are lots of situations where this isn't always possible. If you're in a situation where you're the stay-at-home parent and you have researched it and you feel really strongly that home education is the best thing for your child and you are getting opposition, I'd say particularly when the other parent is not willing to research or look into it at all and they're just saying a blanket no, I don't really feel like this is a fair situation. And is it fair for them to force you to take your child to school and deal with all the school admin that comes, homework and uniforms and everything about it, when they're not willing to look into what you're suggesting? And I'm saying it particularly this way around because this is the most common situation that I see. And the parent who is saying no often gets support from friends and family because school is like the most common option and people are more willing to go with that than to consider the stay-at-home parent's perspective, which is that an alternative might be better for their child. So there's a few things you can try. So one is mediation. You can literally go and get professional mediation, which will help you navigate and discuss and negotiate your positions. And this could be a really good thing if you're not able to get on. So that is an option. What I would also recommend is if the other parent is willing, then you could meet up with some local home ed families, and it might be that they need reassurance. And this is frustrating if they're not willing to do any research because the science behind it is really good. But yeah, if you could meet some local families and see how their kids are, happy and thriving, then that might help. If you're really pushed and they are going to try and force you to take your child to school against your will, tell them to do it. I mean, how long are they going to last if they have to do the school runs, the uniforms, deal with bullying, deal with the friendship issues, all of that stuff? If they really believe in it, they can do it. But they shouldn't be allowed to force you to do that. That is just my opinion.